Welcome back, YouTube. Let's play Dragon Age Origins. When we last left off, Duncan brought us to become a Grey Warden here in Ostagar, where the King's army is preparing to fight a supposed fight. They're not too sure about that. So, yeah, let's explore the camp and everything. Starting back here. I'm gonna explore, like, every place so I can find, all the loot and everything. The dialogue's also nice as well. Tower guard.
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
What is the Tower of Ishal?
I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest.
Why is the tower off limits exactly?
By orders of Tairn Logain. The tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out.
Lower chambers?
I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows?
It's a pretty large ruin.
Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing.
I should go.
Make a speed your steps.
So yeah. I feel like most people just usually skip this little beginning area.
Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Tairn worries that may not be enough.
Oh yeah. Pressing tab lights everything up, so that's extremely useful. Not quite a health poultice, it's only an ingredient. So when I have someone who can actually make potions in the party. Well, looks like I just have to bash it. Yeah, I think that's a component of a mod I installed a while ago. Can't quite remember which one it was.
Make her watch over you, my lady. Make her watch over you, my lady.
I wonder when they're talking to each other if I like ever wonder why they have the exact same voice.
Make her watch over you, my lady.
Shoulder beef with bone attached. I'm not exactly sure who would that be for, but take it anyway.
Make her watch over you, my lady.
I mean, when you acquire a dog, he already has like 100% affection with you, so gifts aren't really, necessary. Yeah, I think that's it for this little area. I'm gonna need like backpack space pretty soon. I'm pretty sure the quartermaster up here has some. Yeah, Ostagar used to be like a fortress during the used by the Tevinter Imperium to watch for wilders or something.
You must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, The Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Alright. Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Loghain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Loghain wild, that does.
Are your dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Why bother using them then? Like, because they're all... the goal is for them to bite darkspawn, isn't it?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Circle of Magi is here?
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you then.
Yeah, it's basically restates the fact that Tevinter used to occupy this place before the First Blight.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Alright.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
Just looks like they're casting a nice spell to me. The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
As you wish. Yeah, they're in a casting animation. It looks like they're casting like Winter's Grasp or something.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker.
I am Win.
Die in this
Suck the wind.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I am Brava.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
King Kalen thinks the battle will go well.
The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Do you know much about Darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
Not much. I'm a dwarf after all.
It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Do you have any proper advice?
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
into death.
What I've
with
always
that,
wondered
but
is
with the knowledge
when it
that
says,
you are- held it
yeah,
daily by
she
your
apparently
skill and
refused to become the
Anything
first
goes
enchanter or
hand
something.
beside the maker. Go without
Uh,
it, or you shall not
when I hear that,
My
like,
friends,
it
let us
used to
bow
be
our
the seat of the
heads and
maker,
remember those who have fallen
I'm
for
just
those
wondering
who
what's
have
the seat of the maker like now. Because yeah, it
Mother
used to be the
above,
Golden City,
hear
but
the prayers of your sons and daughters.
where is it now? Let's talk to the tranquil guy.
Welcome, young woman.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
Couldn't you just, like, hire a bunch of dwarves to do it? I mean, I guess that there aren't that many on the surface, but you don't exactly need the Tranquil. What sort of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
Not feared by the doors.
Those with magical talent attract demons
I love
and
how he
spirits.
didn't even
We can
acknowledge
be
that.
possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
How's someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
Yeah, I kind of feel badly for you.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
I should go.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, what's really the point of being alive if you can't feel any emotion towards anything? It's like having a fucking droid. Just like, yeah, sure, they're productive, but most of them don't even have any sort of personalities or feelings.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
I never understood why I didn't give her any sort of dialogue.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be?
Not a dwarf. Yet, here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. We'll see.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch.
Really?
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I wouldn't be here if I did.
You take what you get, right? Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Yeah, that was Davith, one of the two other Grey Warden recruits. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure how much I like the other one though.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
How supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Yeah, I don't think this is the case with any other merchant in the game. He has one shop menu that lists items, and then he has another one with a list of more expensive items. Let's just check his regular list.
Let me know what you'd like.
Right. I only have 35 silver, so it's not like I can get much. I could try selling shit. Like all this duster armor. Probably won't be needing that. I'll keep one just in case. Might as well sell that. Holy shit. They have a sovereign now. The Edge. What's the difference between this iron dagger and this iron dagger? Absolutely nothing. Idukan mace. That's what Duncan gave me. I'm the only one who can use it. But I'm not gonna use it, because it's only one-handed. I mean, I could sell it. I'm gonna sell that. I don't think we need all these bows. I'll keep like one longbow. So, as far as I'm aware, I mean, there's only one party member that really should be ranged. I mean, you could of course build them however you want to, but they're all like sort of suited for one thing at the start. Oh, well, I have this. But that requires a lot of dexterity, so I might as well keep this. Let's sell these other maces. just really hesitant to sell everything because I know I'm gonna be getting a lot of companions. Oh, whatever. We're gonna need injury kits. I don't know if I want to really spend money on them. This would be useful to have. I'll probably... I think I want to get that recipe. Just to have it. For, whatever maid is going to do herbalism. And, I guess some pulses. Actually, I should probably just get all of them, yeah. How much are these? Yeah. It's always good to be prepared. Yeah. Stamina droughts were things introduced in, fucking, Awakening. I'm kind of surprised they weren't in the base game, because, yeah, the warriors are always running out of stamina, as well as the rogues, so... I probably should just get this backpack. Yeah. I'm kind of back where I started. Whatever. I might come back to them when I have, more money. And I know exactly what I need to get.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve of battle. Let us consider the
We talked to this guy. Actually, I think there's some dialogue up here.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
There are Grey Wardens here, you know.
The Grey Wardens will die. The King will die. We'll all die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
How do they all know I'm a Grey Warden? Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, considering I'm a dwarf. It's not like a dwarf would be here for any other reason, but... like, they say the same thing if you're a human, but they still call you a warden. Like, they don't assume you're part of the army or anything. What's wrong with him?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just... terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
That's there, though.
I don't want to see anymore. I close
I
my eyes.
apologize if the soldier disturbed you.
Please, just leave
Ever
me
since
be.
they found him in the wilds, he's been like this. It's so sad.
He calls. I can feel it inside me. The pain. It burns.
Logain's Night?
Welcome to the King's camp, my lady.
Oh, welcome.
I hope the Grey Wardens protect the King in the coming battle. He chose to fight alongside them. I hope the Grey Wardens protect the King in the coming battle.
That's kind of stupid.
He chose to fight alongside them.
I mean, you're kind of the most important figure in the entire country, and you want to, fight in a battle.
Are you to fight under the other Grey Wardens? I hope to be under the King.
Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Tern
How do you
worries
do?
that may not be enough.
Jury.
Greetings. You must be the 3rd recruit we've heard about.
I am. Who are you?
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Aemon. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy.
Not all doors are smiths, you know.
Of course, my father was the castle smith, so I encountered dwarves through him. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Ava said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Mm-hmm. Priest.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
As you can see, mine are dwarven kin.
I do, though I cannot pass on the respects of your ancestors. The Maker looks kindly on all who will receive him.
Very well, I'll receive his blessing.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
There's no reason to start trouble with the priests. I mean, she isn't too crazy about any sort of faith. I mean, you know, ancestor worship and you know, Paragon praising is the norm in Orzammar, but she, you know, she's not exactly fanatic about it. So she really couldn't care if someone wanted to bless her or whatever, but it's not gonna make much of a difference to her.
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now. Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
It would be cool if this area was explorable. It's basically, yeah, it's the King's army, so... Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
Why are you wearing clothes? He normally doesn't wear clothes. That has to be like a product of the mods. I noticed like pretty much every person is wearing different armor. Like Wynn was wearing different robes earlier. I just didn't mention it. No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
If you weren't deserting, why sneak around camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
You didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
I'll see what I can do.
Just
She's
ask my
probably
guard for his.
encountered
He's still got some
similar
dinner.
situations
I saw
in
him put it in his
Dusttown.
coat.
She's not gonna say, "Oh, that's disgusting." Maybe the human noble would say that, but probably not her. Yeah.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who's this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Saw you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Why would anyone give a shit?
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Saves the trouble of hanging you. Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Yeah, we have to unlock that in the evening. I think this thing has a funny Nordic key in questionable condition. Oddly enough, it's a little warm. Oh god. All right. What else is there? Oh, there's a chest back there. Sometimes this game has audio issues where it's just like you have to face them a certain way for the for it to actually sound correct. Chanter Alistair. I haven't talked to Duncan yet, have I? So it doesn't really make sense for me to go there yet.
Hail to you, Grey Warden.
Maker, watch over us all in the coming battle.
Oh, he's an elf. They're both elves.
I've a great many tasks to attend.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
I have to hit this. Alright. No one questions it. Just... I haven't even talked to Duncan yet, have I? You're ready. Oh, okay. Is that what he told me? I can't even remember. What's this chest here? Fuck the quartermaster.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Yes. I should wear a helmet. I don't have any other helmets. Well, I have that one. I can't wear it yet, though. Can I, like, hide helmet slot? Video? Don't think I can. Well, looks like we're stuck with this. I've never really liked helmets in games. I just, especially in a game where you make your own face, I just feel like it kind of, like, conceals it for no reason.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed.
Oh, I don't even see it.
Are you the new warden?
Well, that's
could use some help.
I don't know anything about dogs.
It's not what you know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari,
I'm a
smart breed
dwarf,
and strong.
So
His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Could he bring you imprinted to me?
We can try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him.
I'll give a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
If he bites me, doesn't he transfer the Darkspawn taint to me? Doglessly, you respectfully backing down from his aggressive stance. You see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. I'm not killing the dog. Put the muzzle on the dog. Mark growls weakly, but does not challenge you. After he's done, he whimpers plaintively.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
It might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
How'd you get it yourself?
The wilds are off limits to non-soldiers, and I have many other hounds under my care.
Where in the wilds would I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Yeah, that's something we'll have to look out for. Should be pretty easy though, with my my supervision.
Well, in for a silver, in for a crown, as my dear mum always used to say.
We should see what Duncan wants us to do next, don't you think?
Well met.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Tairn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians.
I've been
King
underground my
rewarded
entire
him by
life.
making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Tairn inside? What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Surely you can tell me a little bit about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I'm pretty sure on the like nobility scale in Ferelden, the Tairn is like just below the king. So this is a pretty high-ranking guy. I would like an audience with the Tairn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him?
Not really. I just want to talk to him.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
How do you know that?
His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you? Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks.
Irrelevant
You're no surface
in
dwarf,
fighting
I can see it in
Darkspawn?
your eyes. Smart of the Grey Wardens to look for new recruits in Orzammar. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
if he doesn't...
Then simply pray.
So cool.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
You approach the tent. Okay.
Very well.
What's up here?
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
It just seems like a waste of dogs.
I'll get on it.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
Sure.
Good night for it, Warden.
The Tairn will make short work of those dark.
The last scouting
Just
party
you
made
watch.
it back last night. Barely.
What do you mean?
Only 2 of them made it, and one was minus a leg. Said they encountered some darkspawn that was 10 feet tall, with horns as long as your arm. The injured one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Maker's breath. Where are they all coming from?
The deep roads. There has to be like a... Can I... No. There has to be like a path from the deep roads, like coming out of the ground somewhere.
Got it.
They all
Now's better than
populate
later.
underground.
I shall not be left. For there is no darkness, nor death in the Maker's light.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. I hope you guys like that quote, because you'll be hearing it a lot.
Aren't we receiving a large number of reinforcements from the Grey Wardens in Orlais soon?
No, the king doesn't want to wait.
I have great respect for the Wardens, unless they're from Orlais.
Well, that's understandable, but it's not really... I mean, it's not like the Grey Wardens of Orlais did anything.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlock. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough. Whoa, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
Yeah,
I want this nonsense talk stopped immediately. What are you, a bunch of natural fishwives spreading gossip until you brown your small clothes out of terror? We've seen nothing to suggest that the Darkspawn drag our people underground to eat them. And I want this talk about Darkspawn enslaving survivors to stop immediately. Keep your minds focused on the battle. You fight for Ferelden and for your king. Remember that.
I'm not sure about the enslaving part, but I'm pretty sure we saw the intro cutscene and there was a Darkspawn eating a guy, so... It kinda gives you the answer. Veteran forces.
Aren't we receiving a large number of reinforcements from the Grey Wardens in Orlais soon?
I'm pretty damn sure a lot of these guys are added by mods.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
I love how upbeat this guy is compared to Loghain. Like, they just, like, reflect their personalities. You know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Probably
As you
not,
wish.
if you want to keep your job. Considering this guy is like 3 feet away from you, he can probably hear everything you're saying. Alright, I think, that'll end this part. Basically just talked to everyone, explored around the camp. Yeah, next part we'll actually talk to Alistair and get this, this ritual on the way. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.